Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome to my first post-game commentary. Um, Not gonna lie, I don't remember this game well. I do remember what happens, but I don't remember exactly how well I played. So I'm hoping it's not too bad. Please forgive me if I don't play the greatest. I hadn't played ranked in a little while, so this was actually my first game back. After a few weeks of not playing ranked because of internet connection and
30
had
seconds
a little
until
bit of
minions
problems with
spawn.
my internet being spiky for a little while. Hopefully it's fixed now. So once again, like I said, I will be uploading a few videos prior to the Season 10 season. However, just wanted to let everyone know that this channel will become much more consistent once Season 10 is released. Try and get some ideas for new videos, what you guys like to see, kind of just take a poll for all that. So obviously we're playing Nautilus, as you can see. We are against a Yuumi and Twitch in the bot lane. And then our support is obviously Ashe. So, well, first thing I like to look at is how this matchup will play out. Obviously I'm an all-in champion. As to Yuumi and Twitch, who are very obviously not all in. They're just, you know, an enchanter and then an extremely hard late game scaling champion. Right here you can see my Ashe is just standing there AFK. Get a little bit worried at this point, not gonna lie. But obviously I go to lane after I help Leash, not Ashe. Can't remember if that's me spam pinging or Echo trying to get Ashe to come back. She's obviously missing pretty much, you know, 3 minions at this point. I'm just kind of trying to sit within XP range because there's no way I can walk up and try and get any of these or I'll take way too much damage. So they've already hit level 2. My Ashe is now back. I'm still level 1. The wave's now crashing in the tower. Ashe, I pick that one up. Ashe does not even get XP for that one. So, lane's not going great so far, but once again, their bot lane's very late game focused. Yuumi and Twitch scale very hard. Not saying that Nautilus and Ashe don't scale decently, but we definitely have more pressure in this lane than they do, as long as we don't get poked down too hard from Yuumi. So now that we're level 2, we can really start looking to go in. So you can see the first thing I do is I start looking to go in. Once we're both level 2, proc my Aftershock, hit the hook on Twitch, proc my Aftershock, throw the Ignite down before you can heal. It does flash heal at the end there, you can see, but the Ignite stops a lot of the heal. So you can see, even though our Ashe was AFK for the beginning of that lane phase, for some reason, we still get ahead in that lane. And immediately I start looking for this roam. I don't think this was a very good roam for me, but I didn't get anything out of it. I wish I would have... sorry, this is actually a recording because I knew that the new patch was coming in, so I actually played this replay and recorded it before I went to work, so I can't actually tab to check my items. I'm assuming that I just upgraded my support item. It's probably the only thing I could afford at this point. But as you can see, we have a major summoner spell advantage even after we got the kill on Twitch. They burned all of their summoners and the only thing we burned was our Ignite. Put my pink ward in the bush, and so I probably got my support item and a pink ward. Sorry I can't pull up the overlay. Like I said, this is a recording I just had to record before the new patch was released. So I will fix that in future post-game commentaries. Do apologize for that. I would love to see the item discrepancy right now, so let's see what Ashe has versus their Twitch. The support items don't mean a whole lot. I mean, obviously, you know, if Ashe has a BF and Twitch has a longsword, it's going to make a pretty big difference. I mean, very good trade, obviously, on Yuumi right there. Yuumi is extremely squishy. That's why she wants to be stuck to someone so she doesn't get immediately chunked out like that. So Echo's trying for a gank right here, and once again, I don't know if that's me or him pinging him. I'm assuming it's been him both times because now that he's coming for a gank, he's spam pinging because she's AFK once again. Really bad time for her to decide to AFK or have a few issues or whatever, because obviously Echo's right here trying for a gank. She's now back, and Echo immediately backs off because Wave's not in a favorable position to gank anymore. Obviously, it's pushed to their side near their tower. We can see Ivern on the ward right there. So really unfortunate that our Ashe is, I'm not sure, having IRL issues maybe, or having computer issues possibly. She obviously hasn't DC'd from the game fully, but she's gone AFK multiple times already. I'm not sure what I was looking for on the river right there. We see it with the Rise top, ganking with Fiora, with Vladimir. We know where Ivern is. So we know where everyone is on the map. And here we just collapse on Ivern with the TF ultimate. And he tries to jump on him, get the root on her. Actually flash to root the Twitch there. Pretty good. We actually pick up all three of them and no one dies. Probably gonna get a couple tower plates here. We should also look to go drag. Yep. So Ashe, we all get credit for the first tower plate, and then Ashe probably gets solo credit for the second one. There it is. Actually, TF gets that as well. Just the second one. I can't remember exactly if... I'm sorry. This is not a good fight. You can see our Ashe is not here, so it's already a 3v4, and they're collapsing on us from two sides. Give over the Twitch double kill. Basically for nothing, we should have left immediately after the drag, or Ashe should have came up to help us finish drag, but in that situation we should have left immediately when Ashe was not there, because you cannot control how your teammates play, you can only control how you play yourself. So the second drag was done, we should have known that they would be coming back from base straight to drag, and we should have left immediately. Mistake on my part. Once again, the 2 kills just went on Twitch. Really wish I could hit tab to show you guys, but I believe the other 4 kills right now
Killing spree.
are now 5. I believe that all 5 of the enemy kills are on our Fiora. I'm almost certain she's 0-5 right now. As you can tell from the bottom left, I am maxing E. Always want to max E first on Nautilus. There's some debate, I believe, between maxing Q and W second. Arca picks up a nice solo kill on the Vladimir right there. And it is a shutdown. This is really nice. We see the Ivern mid. But he was headed bot side, so me and Ashe obviously have to play a little bit safe. Heading back. We still have a ward up in river. Replace my pink ward. what I was saying earlier about the Q and W on Nautilus. A lot of people do max the Q on Nautilus second, and I prefer the W for the shield damage. Obviously, I'll switch immediately when the fight starts. We tried to pick off the Yuumi there, or I did. I engaged that one. Then I immediately alt switch to try and get him off Ashe. Ashe eventually does go down, as you can see there, and then I finally pick up the kill on Twitch. Not a good trade for us, obviously. We burned all of our summoners there that we had. My flash was already down, but Ashe burned flash heal, my ignite, and then the only summoner they burned was ignite there, and Twitch saved his flash. So kill onto their ADC for a kill onto our support is not a worth trade to begin with, and then on top of that we used 3 summoners and they only used 1. It's a very bad engage for me. I don't think the engage was bad, but maybe the fight itself was bad. I should have watched Ashe's position better and noticed that she was not in a safe position to fight that, because the Twitch would have just jumped on her like he did. So it was a little misplay on my part. We should have either not taken that fight at all, or just disengaged immediately. I get caught here by Ivern Q. Do proc aftershock, take a little bit less damage. Once again, misposition on my part. Pretty sure that's Echo pinging. He's on his way bot lane. So, not too much going on around here. Ivern was just around bot. I think he just showed bot a little bit ago and that pick on me, so we're playing a little bit safe. He's already back. Twitch goes invisible in the push. Get the Yuumi out. And Ashe go down. They send Rise ult, comes in late there. Doesn't end up getting anything else. 2 for 0 there. Once again, not great. Just a good combo. Twitch can go invis, and then Yuumi can just immediately ult. Not that me or Ashe were in that bush, but from them going to the far bush into that one, to get right next to us and get the Yuumi ult off into the Ivern CC. And then not much we can do after that. Just a clean gank by Ivern and a setup from Yuumi Twitch. Drag's the next objective we're going to be looking for, unless Echo starts playing topside, which it looks like he's heading topside, so he might be looking for Rift after he tries to set something up. Set our pink ward back up, clear that one. We just throw that ward down the river because we are not sure where the Ivern is. Honestly, he could just be sitting in a bot river bush.
Plating will fall soon.
So we see Twisted Fate alt top lane. So we immediately start heading mid and pick up this free kill on the Rise. They do get the Vladimir, and right here the Fiora starts spam pinging our TF. I remember our Echo says, it's fine, TF should take the farm. Fiora starts spam pinging like you see that, and then immediately DC'd. So you know she rage quit right there. She is 0-6 at this point. Pretty sure she is 0-6-0. She doesn't even have any assists or anything. And she was spam pinging with Twisted Fate, who just got a kill on her lane or top lane. Echo does pick up the turret in the mid lane because they picked up the dragon, but me and Ashe just killed their mid laner, so he knows it's free. And then TF, since he killed Vlad, knows it's free to take that tower top lane. And that's all because we knew that their mid laner was just died, top laner just died, and then the other 3 members of their team were taking the dragon. So since we knew where everyone on the map was, it was safe to take those 2 towers for Echo and TF. Unfortunately, our Echo does go down and give a shutdown over. But we know they're bot lane, so obviously our Ashe is doing the right thing here, playing safe, just backing, not Gonna die to that gank. At this point, you just keep playing the game and hope that your teammate comes back. They take our top lane tower because we do not have a top laner at this point. I was pretty disappointed at this point in the game. I'm not gonna lie, a little bit frustrated. Like I said, this was my first game back after a decently long break from playing ranked. And they have an extremely fed Vladimir, and it's a 4v5. So, as I'm sure a lot of you know, Vladimir scales extremely hard and can easily, I wouldn't say easily, but he can definitely 1v5 games if he gets fed enough and gets to the late game. It's a really ambitious engage by me, I'll say. I just called the Twitch immediately. Luckily, they go too deep on the re-engage there, and Ash just ults, and then we can lay our CC like that. Once the Twitch is dead, because from the Ash stun and my snare and all of our CC and damage, the Yumi's literally just a sitting cat, and we go ahead and pick her up because she is so squishy. Ryze is here, but it shouldn't really matter. We see the Vlad. Even if Ivern shows up, we should be able to take that tower. It was so low. Both just reset here. 2v2 going on the mid lane. Ivern Vlad versus our TF and Echo. Obviously, he did not win that. Like I said, their Vlad is very fed at this point from the Fiora. And he had to return to the game. So, I might be typing to my team right now. Or there might be a surrender vote going on.
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
And I thought the game was over at this point. Like I said, I was just, well, their Vlad's very fed, and it's a 4v5. I try to flash hook the Vladimir. I thought we could pick up the kill on him. He was chasing TF, good pull from him. TF did pick up the kill on Ivern back at the tower, by the way, and then he ulted to trade kills for him. So it was Vlad for TF there, which is definitely worth. Because Vlad had shut down. Ward over the wall to get that ult. Slow them down long enough. So Echo can pick up the kill on Twitch. And then he ults straight back out. Good setup right there. Not sure if I needed the ward over the wall or Yumi gave vision of Twitch back there, by the way. Definitely didn't hurt the ward over the wall, though, to see where they went after I ulted, which way, which direction. Obviously, they just went towards their tower, which was the obvious choice to make, but you never know with Twitch, because he can go and viz after Yumi jumps to him. Set up some deep vision while we were down the, up towards their red side. Just on the way out. Obviously try to make a little play on Ryze there with my TF coming in, but wasn't able to happen. Not a big deal. Pretty low risk, low reward. Because we did have vision on a few of their team members, so going in on Vladimir here. Once again, definitely the most fed member of their team. You can see tons of damage. Try to get a couple roofs on him. We did get a lot of CC on him, it's just not enough. TF does end up getting the Yumi though. So 1 for 0 right there. Ryze is just splitting bot at this point. They obviously at this point know it's a 4v5, so I'm assuming Ryze just thinks, well, if I split push, you guys can 4v4 because we have the fed Vladimir, and he can just, you know, hard carry the 4v4 fights. At least that's what my thought process would be behind why Ryze is splitting. However, as you see, that fight in the beginning did not go well, and it didn't look like a good fight, but we did end up winning the fight 1 for 0. So TF just trying to pick off the Twitch up here. He knew the Yumi was there from his ultimate. I do chase after him, try to help make a play. I see the Rise ulting in. Their whole team's here. Rise does flash and snare me. TF eventually picks up the Twitch like he initially wanted to, and Echo does pick up the Ivern. So right now it is a 2 for 2. Echo picks up another kill. And if they can pick up the kill on Vlad right here, then they'll definitely win the fight because it'll only be Yumi yet left. We do end up winning the 4v5. I thought TF was picked when he ulted into 3 members of their team. I tried to go and help him, and it turned out I was the one getting claps on. I did end up buying enough time and burning Rise's flash there. So we burned Rise's ult and flash. So we bought enough time for our team to get there and help us out. Ended up cleaning up the whole fight. That was just a straight up 4v5. Wasn't a head-on 4v5. All 4 members of our team versus all 5 members of their team. They chased after me, obviously. TF got a pick on Twitch on the backside while they were killing me. Obviously, support for an ADC is a good trade in that regard. And then Echo and TF are very fed at this point into the game. They've basically been getting all of our kills. I don't think Ashe is doing too bad, but TF and Echo are definitely our fed members. Trying to get a pick on Vlad right here, because we do know he's their fed member, so we know if we get a pick on him, the forage will definitely be free. Also, if you ever see someone with Targon's Brace, obviously a sword item, free pick on Vlad right there, kill the Yumi. Just, like I said, the Echo and TF are very fed. End up getting the 4 for 1 right there. Pretty sure Rise was splitting bot again. Forgot to look at the map to see where he was, but he was not in that fight. So it was just a straight up 4v4, and our Echo and TF at this point can just carry fights very easily. Immediately try for the Baron. It's a 3v1 right here. If Rise does come in, we'll just turn on him. I don't have my off, but I do have flash and ignite. So that's a TP from Vladimir. So it's getting a little risky at this point. Vlad. I tried to flash snare the Vladimir, maybe to keep him off of my Ashe for a second. That was just a really bad flash for me. I won't lie. I flash ignited the Vlad there. Ignite to stop his healing a little bit. The flash was just very bad for me. I should not have done that. Even if I snare the Vladimir next to my Ashe, he's a ranged champion. It doesn't do anything at all. So it does end up being me and Ashe for Rise, Twitch, and Yumi. So once again, Echo and TF are our fed members. Even though me and my Ashe went down, our 2 fed members were able to go 2 for 3 right there, and we picked up the Baron. I'm pretty sure it's only on. I think TF was alive when we picked it up, so it should be on TF and Echo. So at this point, once again, our TF and Echo are ridiculously fed, and we've shown already that we can win 4v5s. We can easily win 4v4 if Rise decides to keep split pushing. So right here, we know that Rise is top, and so like I said, we can win 4v4s. This is a free Inferno for us. If they do come, well, Ashe was with us when I started talking about it. But anyway, we start trying to clear the Baron, or the Inferno Dragon. They spot us out here. Our team starts coming back. Like I said, we already know we can win 4v4s. We know Rise is top lane. This should be an easy fight. I mean, Echo TF just one-shot Yumi and Twitch right there. Echo's ult almost one-shots the Vlad right there. I try to go this way to cut off the Iron in case he comes this way. Rise spots him going down. I immediately turn off because I know I can't help catch him. So TF also comes mid lane. He's going to push that wave. I'm going to run back to the minions and try and push these minions out right here. TF and Echo both have Baron still. So I'm trying to get the minions to them. TF does the smart thing here. He runs back to the minions to empower them because empowered Baron minions run faster. So he obviously wants to come pick them up and then get them to the tower as soon as possible. So Ashe is at base. There's only three members of our team here. And their team's all up except Ivern. We're not going to take a 3v4. Even though we might be able to win it with TF and Echo. Because they're very fed and I have good CC. This was a very greedy back for me. I think I got stopped with a second, maybe under a second left. I thought I could make it. But here I see that the Echo's there. So I know that we can go back in. Obviously just pick up the Vlad. Good pick right there. Get the Rise. So at first it was just a bad back by me. I should not have tried to take that. I should have either went in the river bush maybe, or just went back farther. Tried to base with one of my teammates maybe. It was obviously bad for me at the start, but then they just ended up chasing way too far. And then my Echo and TF ended up being able to bail me out with a little bit of help from me. I did go back in and CC him a little bit. My team's just, you know, trying to get the inhib tower, the mid inhib tower. Ends up being a 2 for 3 at this point. I get in range to ult the Twitch, but I don't think we'll be able to get anything else. This Yuumi went Glacial Augment, by the way. Usually you want to go common on Yuumi, just for extra poke damage in lane. I'm not an expert on Yuumi, but just from what I've seen, common seems to be just the best choice by far. Not saying don't experiment, but Glacial Augment was definitely annoying right there in that situation, so I'm not going to say it's bad, but typically Comet's the way to go, I would venture to say. And also, if you see the Ghost Poros laying around the map, I believe that those are mine. I was trying that. I don't go that rune often, but I believe I watched a video. I forget it. I forget who it was, but one of the YouTube videos was talking about Ghost Poro and how it's an underrated rune. So I just wanted to try it out for myself, and it didn't feel bad. I won't say it was a game changer or anything, but I thought it was a very decent ward, or a decent rune. Can definitely, you know, help out, especially during lane phase. I think you get an extra minute, essentially, on your wards. Unless they step on them. But, you know, if a jungler comes and ends up killing your Ghost Poro, then it did its job. It let you know the jungler was there. So, I definitely think it's a viable choice to take. I won't say it's the best choice, but Baron's coming up. You can see me start getting Baron vision there, and taking the Blast Cone out behind Baron. We're going to get priority in the mid lane just by pushing it out, so they have to clear that before they come check Baron, or, you know, lose it all. We see that Ryze is bot lane. He does have TP, but, you know, we've all been trapping Baron, clearing out vision, and getting vision on it. We see no movement from Ryze, we see no teleports. We just now see Ivern coming in on that ward back there, and we just rushed it too fast.
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
Now we're pinging Drag at this point. Our TF ults down towards our red buff and ends up meeting Ryze. So we basically end up all chasing Ryze here. There is an Infernal Dragon up. If I had wards, I think I should have thrown it over the wall right there, just to see if they were doing it. I do throw one down right there. I ult switch immediately, try and get on him. I get in the middle of the team fight. Press E. Flash root to Vladimir. Bad hook for me, obviously. But we end up acing him, and we only lost TF. So 4v5, and it ended up being a 5-for-1. So really good fight from us. You can see Echo's damage in that fight. I'm obviously not going to say this game's all me. Everyone played really well who stayed in this game. The enemy team made some questionable plays, definitely, to make this possible. The Rise split pushing constantly. I'm not sure if they could have won straight up 5v4s now. However, earlier in the game, I think when he first started split pushing and Vlad was very ahead, I do think that they could have won the 5v4s. We back off because Echo had pressure on top lane tower, so they all started going towards him. However, when he got his tower and started backing off, me and Ash obviously had to as well. So we couldn't get any inhibs. We did break the base though, which is one of the most important parts. The one key factor to trying to win 4v5s though is ending the game as early as you can. Because right now my TF and Echo, I'm not sure how fed Ash is at this point. However, I do know that TF and Echo are very fed, and they definitely have item advantage. But if you let the game go long enough and everyone has 6 items, it does not matter how fed someone is or how many kills they have. End up getting a max range hook on Ivern there. Ash follows up with the arrow. Then I immediately ult the Twitch, and then we all turn on Vladimir. Except I believe Echo went in on the team and bought a ton of time. Ended up killing some of them. We got the Vlad and Yuumi on the backside. Me, TF, and Ash. Then we end up chasing Twitch for a little while. Twitch and Rise, I mean. However, we know if they're following the route they're taking there, we will cut them off in the mid lane and they won't be able to get back. They'll have to go all the way around to their inhib tower there. Echo does keep chasing here and ends up killing the Twitch, and that basically secures the game right there. It's going to be a 4v1 pushing the Nexus towers, and we still have Baron right now. We're Baron up the minions. I walk over, I believe I was thinking about, yeah, killing these minions right here. So there are 3 up right now. This is now a 4v4, 3v4 now because I died. Like I said, we forced this fight right here because, as I mentioned earlier, you want to try and end the game as fast as possible in a 4v5 situation because, like I said, if everyone gets to 6 items, it's not going to matter how fed your team is. If you get ahead in a 4v5, you need to push your advantage as hard as you can and try and end the game as soon as possible. We did that. You saw, I think we won the fight at Dragon, broke open their towers, their inhib towers, and broke open the base. After they then retaliated by pushing back down mid. As soon as we won that fight in mid, Echo kept chasing, the rest of us ran straight to the inhibs, got both inhibs. Echo killed the Twitch at the end there, and then as they were funneling in kind of one by one out of their base, we knew we had to take the fight and try and end the game there. So we ended up doing it and pulling off the 4v5. It's not often that this happens, everyone, but this is proof that it can happen. This was a Diamond MMR game, a Diamond 4 MMR game. So, you know, it's not Challenger by any means, but in higher elos, this can happen. People still make mistakes. People still play wrong. And I hope you guys enjoyed this one. And as always, happy warding.